he must be wanting to go out with his friends. But that is what it takes. If you want your children to be graceful and courteous, you got to be graceful and courteous all the time, and you don't have to force your child. Is that clear? Great. Now, along with this absorbent mind, nature also supports the child with sensitive periods. Let's see what are the sensitive periods. Now, every development has a sensitive period. There is a sensitive period for language development, which is from birth to 5.5 years. There is a sensitive period for development of order, which is from birth to 2 years. Sensitive period for refinement of senses, which is from birth to 6 years. For small objects, it's from birth to 2 years. For movement, it's from birth to 4.5 years. And for social behavior, it's from birth to 5.5 years. So let's understand what happens to the child when he's going through any of these sensitive periods. Now, what happens to the child when he goes through any particular sensitive period is that he is immensely interested in that particular element in the environment. And you will see a lot of repetition. For example, when the child is going through sensitive period for language development, you would see that a 3-month-old child would be looking at your lips very carefully when you speak. How many of you have noticed that? Most of you did, right? Again, when he is going through this sensitive period for language development, at around 8-9 months when they start saying Baba, Dada, you see that the moment they learn those sounds, saying Baba, Dada, they do that all the time. Even when you're ready to sleep, you will see that the child is saying Baba, Dada. And what do? Stop it! It is sleeping time! Because for you, those sounds don't mean anything, isn't it? All you're interested in is you want your children to speak in big words. Big sentences. Big words like Czechoslovakia. You are not interested in those babbling sounds. You want talking babies, not babbling babies, isn't it? But the child knows he needs to master those sounds before he moves on, before he starts speaking. Do you get that? Now, similarly, when the child is going through sensitive period for movement, you will see how a 3-month-old child, when he learns how to turn, the moment he learns how to turn, he would keep turning, and keep turning. And what do? You'll put him straight or put pillows and bolsters around. And you will make sure that he doesn't turn. And some mothers will say, for safety, why do you have to put him on cot and then put those pillows? Why can't we leave him on the floor? Because again for us, movement of turning, crawling, we are not interested. We want walking babies. Isn't it? But the child knows he needs to master that movement of turning. That is what will strengthen his shoulder muscles, which he would require to crawl. Do you get that? Do you know why they are turning? They are not just turning because they like it. Do you get that? Similarly, when the child is going through sensitive period for movement, when a young child, 1.5, 2-year-old child, when they learn how to climb a chair, what will the child do? He will climb the chair and get down. And then climb again. And get down. And maybe climb again. Now when you see that, what do? Remove the chair. Or tell him, what are you doing? Why don't you learn some rhymes? Why don't you learn some numbers? All that parents are interested in is that their children should learn some rhymes, 1 to 100 and A to Z. Nothing more than that. Let me tell you, you want your children to learn these in first 5-6 years? I will give you tricks with the help of which you can teach them in a week's time. But then what will you do for the next 5 years? You will go crazy. Similarly, when the child is going through the sensitive period for small objects, you would see a 10-11-month-old child, you can see that small ant walking. And what will the child do? And it tastes so yummy, isn't it? Now, that is the same time when the child is developing his pincer movement and prehensile coordination. You know how important prehensile coordination is? These are the fingers with which he needs to write eventually. But then when we see that the child is able to find those small objects, what do? Clean the whole floor. Make sure that he doesn't get anything small. But you know what? The child gets. The child still finds something very small. Isn't it? Now that is, as I said, those writing fingers, those development of pincer movement and prehensile coordination is very important. Right? Now you know whenever the child is doing something, he is doing it with some reason.